Manchester City's decision to keep young winger Savino has quietly reshaped the transfer window and left Real Madrid with a missed opportunity worth, by several accounts, roughly Euros 90 million. The deals that define summers are rarely single transactions. They are chains of linked moves that depend on other clubs making complementary choices. And in this instance, Manchester City's interest in Rodrigo relied on creating space by moving one of their own wide players, and Tottenham's pursuit of Savino was a central piece of that jigsaw. When City declined to let Savino leave, the dominoes stopped falling and Madrid's potential sales stalled, a collapse that immediately altered plans in Chamartín and beyond. For Rodrigo, the consequences are personal and practical. After a season in which Xabi Alonso adjusted the front line and Vinicius Jr. established himself as a constant on the left, the Brazilian saw his minutes reduced and his role change. An exit promised a clearer route back to regular starts and a fresh tactical assignment under Pep, but those promises evaporated with Savino's retention. Now he returns to the Bernabeu with the short-term task of reclaiming momentum, showing purpose in training and impact in the minutes he is given while the calendar inches forward. On the financial side, the loss is more than a headline figure. Clubs build windows around projected income, and a significant sale unlocks purchases, balances wages, and funds scouting and long-term projects. Losing an anticipated fee in the region of Euros 90 million forces directors to reprioritize targets, delay moves, and sometimes accept second-choice options. That reshuffle can determine whether a defense is strengthened this season or next, whether a midfield pivot arrives now or is deferred. Manchester City's choice illuminates a wider strategic stance among elite clubs that prefer to cultivate internal options rather than cash them in when long-term planning is the priority. By retaining Savino, Guardiola and the hierarchy signaled belief in the youngsters' upside inside their own ranks rather than on the transfer market. That philosophy has obvious trade-offs. It can be maddening for counterparts who expected that sale to fund their windows, but it is also a core ingredient of sustained squad depth. The human dimension is unavoidable. Players whose moves fall through face a psychological challenge. They must thread professionalism with frustration and convert disappointment into performance. Some athletes respond by sharpening focus and returning better than before. Others find that lingering transfer talk eats into rhythm. Rodrigo's immediate season will test which path he chooses. Beyond individuals, the episode is a market lesson about dependency. One club's refusal destabilized multiple plans across leagues, forcing suitors to reframe ambitions and reallocate budgets. Looking forward, there are familiar but consequential possibilities. Rodrigo fights for a place and produces a renaissance. The story resurfaces in the next window under a new set of valuations, or Madrid pivots to alternative reinforcements while nursing the short-term sting. Manchester City, by keeping Savino, have signalled a commitment to internal development. Real Madrid, by missing the sale, now have strategic choices to make. In the end, this is a reminder that the transfer market is as much about quiet boardroom calls as it is about big headline signings. One single no in a meeting room can erase plans worth tens of millions and alter career arcs across Europe.